All right, guys, this is going to be starting level 2 curriculum. All right, orange belt curriculum. There's a lot of unique stuff in here. We're going to start introducing you guys to weapons, so controlling, basic stuff as far as that goes. So you guys have a great level 2. This is going to be class 1. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. Guys, over here I have Cody that's going to be helping me today. Also have Shanna here as well. We're going to get started. We're going to be doing a warm-up. What we're going to do is high knees. All right, just from here, just up nice and easy. You're going to be doing pace. When I say burst, you bring those knees up and you start moving those hands as fast as you can. So let's watch over here. He's going to be doing a pace. All right, ready and burst. It's kind of like he's sprinting, getting them up as high as he can. I say pace, go back to pace. All right, here we go. Ready? 1 minute and begin. Pace. All right, just nice and easy. All right, notice over here, she's just kind of stepping. Maybe you just got off of work, something like that, and you need to warm up a little bit slower. That's totally fine. And burst. That's it, that's it. Good, good, good. And pace, slow back down. All right, using those arms, start moving them, getting the blood flowing. All right, starting to breathe a little bit heavier right now. And burst. So we want just warming the body up. Good, good, good. That's it. Keep it up, keep it up. And pace. All right, we're going to have one more burst until the time is up. And 3, 2, 1, burst. All the way until the timer's up. Come on, push yourself, push yourself. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. You're almost there. Time. Awesome job. Great job, guys, on your high knees. Now we're going to continue right into sprawls. There's 2 variations of the sprawls. So the first one is a little bit more advanced where you can go a little bit quicker. I'm going to put my hands down, kick my feet out, coming right back up. More of the beginner variation. Hands down. I'll stick one leg out, followed by the other, and come right back up. Cody over here will be doing advanced, sprawling out, right back up. Shane will be doing more of the beginner one. That's it. Here we go. 1 minute. Ready? Or 30 seconds. Excuse me. Ready? And begin. Go. That's it. Nice. If you guys want to challenge yourselves in these 30 seconds, try to do as many as you can. Shoot to get at least 20. All right. That should be your goal. If that's too high, go for 10. All right. Every 3 seconds doing a sprawl. That's fine. Challenge yourself. Nice. Sinking those hips down. Coming right back up. Good job. Sprawl, right down, right back up. Very nice. If you feel like these are too easy, you can speed it up as well. All right, awesome on that, guys. Roll your arms forward and go back. From here, just arms twisting, or back twisting, excuse me. Getting those arms starting to move, pivoting on that foot, engaging your hips. And from here, hands on the hips, circle of the hips. And go in the other direction. All right, from here we're going to drop down back to our sit-ups. We're going to be doing what we call thunder sit-ups. Our feet will be flat on the ground. We're going to crisscross our arms, and we're going to keep our chin tucked. You're going to do a normal sit-up, okay, going down and up. But as I go back, I'm going to high-five the ground with my palms, kind of like I'm palm striking the ground, and then I'm coming right back up. So it's a high five, come right back up. I also want to see you slightly get your hips up as you smack the ground. And notice I'm at a 45-degree angle, okay, from my shoulders. I'm not here, okay, I'm out here. All right, so it's just simply up, up. All right, we're going 1 minute on this. Ready? And begin. Go. Smacking the ground. High five that ground. Now, if you have a hard surface at home, don't go as hard as you possibly can. Just kind of go down nice and easy. All right, if you're on carpet or mat, you can smack it a little bit harder. Good. Oh, try to get those hips up, Cody. I know you can do it. Don't cheat the workout. Hips up, hips up. There we go. There it is. Nice job. Good, good, good. All right, I want to see you guys speed it up just a little bit now. You guys at home, do the same thing. Speed it up. Good. Keeping that chin tucked, very important, especially with what we're going to be working today. You will see this again. Awesome. Finish it up, finish it up. Going down, right back up. Awesome. Good, good, good. Now from here, what I want you to do is you're going to slide one leg back and you're going to fold one leg in. All right, this is going to be somewhat challenging, okay, but just, practice it. Just a good movement. What we're going to do is we're going to take this position. So we've done this quad stretch before. If not, it's kind of like a flamingo stretch. We're going to take that outside leg and slide it in. Now from here, I'm going to take my back leg, I'm going to bring it out, and I'm going to switch, and I'm going to bring that leg behind me. I want you guys to try to do this without your hand. So this leg comes out, I tuck it in, and I bring in this one back. So we're just moving our hips, going from one side, okay, to another. If that is too difficult, if you need to put a hand down, okay, that's fine as well, and you can put the hand down. We're just loosening up those hips, kind of getting you used to being on the floor right now. All right, so you can use one hand or challenge yourself and not use the hand. And I'm just sliding that leg back. So my back leg comes out and I'm switching and I rock to the other side and I bring it back. All right, let's practice that. We're going to go roughly about 20 seconds. Ready? And begin. So just loosening up those hips. Okay. Warming those knees up, getting them moving around, moving your body, going forward and back, learning how to shift your hips from side to side. Good. Nice job, Cody. Awesome work. That's it, Shanna. Good. All right, making sure that we get that instep on the ground. That way you get that slight stretch in the quad as well. Keep moving. Notice how he's leaning forward. Okay, that's great. Awesome work. Once again, if you can't do it without balancing yourself, without using your hands, put a hand down on the floor. That's absolutely fine. Just getting used to this motion. A couple more times. And time. Awesome. Hop up. Very good. We're going to hop right into our very first technique today. We're going to be working on a thrust knee. Now, everything that we do today, we're going to be working on thrust knees, sprawls, and our back breakfalls. Those will be all the three techniques. But these are all built off of somebody rushing you. Okay, this could be just somebody coming at you, just charging you. This could be somewhat of a person who's decent at wrestling. All right, maybe jiu-jitsu. They're working in to try to take you down from the front. Okay, so they're attacking you from the front. So if you guys have ever watched UFC, one of my favorite examples of the thrust knee was a Jose Aldo fight where he kind of has his back turned and he was able to defend it and he steps and turns and Chad Mendez is rushing at him and he goes boom and he strikes perfect thrust knee, knocks him down, able to finish the fight. So beautiful, beautiful example of a thrust knee when somebody's rushing at you and that head is down. So that is the purpose of it. So Cody, here we'll have a tombstone. Guys, what we're doing, when that thrust knee comes in, he's charging at me, I'm here, and I'm hitting. He comes at me again, and I'm striking. So this is it could be a timing issue. This could also be done to where I'm close to somebody. Okay, he's really close to me. Maybe he's yelling at me, he's giving me commands, I'm pinned against a wall, and just from here, I'm just driving my knee forward to the groin to create that space. So does the thrust knee always have to be somebody charging at you? No. You can also do this thrust knee, this motion, when you're in the tie clinch, the side clinch. You're going to see this a lot. And I want you guys to actually really start to implement this as well. So how we do this technique, that flamingo stretch, those high knees, all of that stuff that we did was to get you ready for this. I'm going to be shooting or pushing off the ground, and I'm pushing my hips forward. That is where the power comes, guys, is from the ground. So if I'm in a fighting stance or even a passive stance or I see him rushing at me and I'm ready, wherever that scenario may be, I push off the ground to get my hips going forward, and I'm going to have my toes pointed down. What that does is it's going to flex all the muscles right here on my quad that are connected to my knee, and I just want to drive that forward. So it's very important toes point down, because if not, I could end up hurting my kneecap, or maybe potentially even hitting with my toes on his shin, something like that. So safety and training with that is always toes point down. That's very important to think about. So it's like we're throwing a punch. We're not going to throw a punch with a limp wrist, okay, our hand's not closed. We're going to want to properly close our hand, okay, and then making sure that it's nice and in line. Same thing with our knee strike, okay, making sure that it's nice and tight, toes point down. So one more time from here, I'm pushing off the ground, my hips go forward as I strike. Okay, so from here, guys, I want you to follow me at home. Go ahead and go to your fighting stance, whether you're southpaw or orthodox, that's fine. Just put your power leg back. Okay, now from here, hands are up. I want you to push off the ground and just kind of start to feel that motion. We're going here, going forward. Okay, with that lead leg, that's what's pushing. Now, as we do so, kind of like the high knee, but instead of bringing it up, I just want you to lean back a little bit and feel your leg going forward. Okay, so we're shooting our hips as our upper body travels back. So let's try this motion a couple times. You're getting your toes pointed down. We're not doing 100% right now. Okay, just getting used to that motion. All right, switch it up. Switching your stance around, it's always good to work both. Hands are up, pushing, leaning back a little bit. Don't be upright and just lift your leg. This is not correct. Okay, so don't be doing this at home. I need to see proper body movement. Okay, leaning back, leaning back. Okay, a couple more, good. All right, so let's make this a little bit more realistic now. So when I say hit at home, I want you guys to drive forward with that knee. Okay, toes point down. So now you're really throwing it. All right, so hands up, ready, and hit. One, good. Ready, and hit. Making sure those toes point down, leaning back slightly to engage those hips. Hit. 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 Point those toes down for me. Hit. There we go. Hit. 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 All right, switch your stance. Ready, using the other leg now. Just at home, you do the same thing. Hands are up, ready to go. And hit. Hit! 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 Last one, hit! And time. All right, so if you guys have a tombstone pad, this is a great time for you to use it. If not, you can put your hands together and have your partner, okay, hitting that. Maybe you don't have a partner and you just want to practice it. Okay, you can just from here, shadow boxing, just striking forward. Maybe you have a heavy bag. That's another way to practice at home if you don't have anybody to work with. So today, we have the luxury of the pad. I'm a firm believer in having some type of equipment to hit. That makes it so much more realistic, and now you can really figure out what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong when you have the pad. Okay, so Cody here will be holding the pad first. Whenever we hold pads, it's always beneficial to hold the outside handles, not so much the inside handles, because if your partner catches it on the side, it could hurt your fingers there. So outside handles. He's also going to be bent over slightly, and it's like he's trying to break a board over her knee, or taking the pad and just kind of giving a little bit of a push. Now he's not going to jam her up and go all the way down. It's just a little bit here. All right, so let's practice it. We're going to go 30 seconds and begin. Nice. Making sure that we switch legs. Good thrust knee. Toes are pointed down. She's using her hips. Awesome job. So when you guys are at home, work both legs. Work the left leg, work the right leg. Also remember, pad holders, if you do have somebody, have them watch you and see if you're leaning back slightly. Because when you lean back just a little bit, you're engaging those hips. Now, do I always want to lean back like dramatically and do it? No, because I'm going to be off balance. Just leaning back and your head tilted back, it avoids the punch since we're so close or whatever may be coming at us. All right, time. Switch it up. Ready? Throwing those thrust knees, working both legs, and begin. Now notice the speed that they're going. You don't have to go super fast at first. All right, he's just working a speed that he's comfortable with. All right, you guys do the same thing. Okay, so you find a tempo that works best for you. Good. Notice his toes are pointed down, driving those hips forward, hitting with the correct part of his knee. Awesome. A few more. And time. All right. So we're going to practice two variations of this. I'm going to borrow you. Here we go. She's going to be in her passive stance. This is where somebody's really close to us. So I'm going to hold the pad ready to get hit. Okay, I'm not going to be right here. But when I say, hey, that kind of is a cue for her that she's not going to take this anymore. Whether this person's starting to grab her inappropriately or something like that. She's just throwing that thrust knee to the groin, which is a great opportunity when you are close to somebody and you're not ready, or even pinned up against the wall. So if you have a wall at home, you can practice the drill this way too. So I could be right here and she just throws that thrust knee, and she's going to keep throwing thrust knees to create that space, and then she's disengaging. Okay, so again, this is a way of doing it. If you don't have the accessibility of a wall, go. Okay, she's creating that space. And you can mix it up, of course you can. You can throw the thrust knee to punches, but just for the sake of what we're doing and practicing these, I want you to get as many reps as you can. All right, so here we go. We're going to start off with the wall first, and then we'll do the other variation where maybe you don't have a wall or room to do, and you're just doing it more stationary. Ready? And throwing a couple thrust knees from there, go. Disengaging, good. We're going to do this 5 times and then switch. All right, making sure we get that leg back every single time to set that knee up to have more power. There it is, good. Disengaging. Try to get those hands up just a little bit more higher when we disengage. And go. There it is. We never know if there's another person coming or anything like that. One more time. That's it, good. Thrust knee, toes are pointed down, hips are engaged. Awesome. So here's the other variation of this. Maybe there is no wall. Maybe we're just practicing outside, wherever you're at home doing this, but maybe you don't have enough room. So you're just stationary, passive stance. All right, ready? 5 times, just throwing a couple thrust knees, disengaging. Go. And then disengaging when you're done. All right, there's 1. 4 more times. That's it. Make sure we start more passive, feet together, Texan, something like that. All right, remember with pad holders, you can also give a cue for them to start. You can say, hey, startle them a little bit, push them. All right, this time let's push them to show another example of it. And this time a nice verbal cue, just say, hey. And time. Awesome job. All right, so that's another variation of the thrust knee. Now we're going to show one more way of how this can be. Someone's charging at you. Now there are kicks that you can throw, but maybe you missed that window of opportunity to throw the kick, and this is my best option. So Cody will be right here. I'm just going to be a couple feet away from him. The pad is ready to go to be hit. Don't just walk nonchalantly and then try to get the pad there. So I'm just going to be walking towards him. He's throwing that thrust knee. Okay, I'm here, just like that. All right, we're going to do that 5 times and then switch. Walking towards him. This time you can be kind of more of a guard stance, ready to go. Hands up. You see him coming, throwing that thrust knee. This person's leaning down with their head. They're trying to take you down, and that head's right there. Beautiful opportunity to throw that knee. All right, last one. Switch it up. Same thing, you're kind of in that guard stance. Okay, they come in, throwing that thrust knee. Notice he has a pad ready to go. He's aware of what's happening. If you don't have a pad at home, you can try to use a pillow. All right, something like that. A couple more. Notice she's always disengaging. Nice work. Creating that space. Distance is your best friend in a self-defense situation. Last one. And time. Good, good, good. So on that thrust knee, a couple of the key points to remember when you guys continue practicing. The power comes from the ground. We're pushing off the ground. Okay. Then I'm shooting my hips forward. Then that knee becomes like a whip, and I'm shooting that forward as hard as I possibly can, hitting with the top portion of my knee. Okay, right above that kneecap. All right. Great job on that, guys. If you want to continue practicing, put yourself in different situations, feel free to do so. All right, so we're going to continue off of that thrust knee, and earlier I talked about somebody is trying to take us down, whether it's just more of like a crazy football tackle, double leg, single leg, toe picks, someone's coming in to take us down. Now we're not getting super specific about takedowns and teaching you takedowns right now. We're more focused on the sprawl and the defense of it. So this sprawl is a great exercise, and it's just a great movement to do like we did in our warm-up, but it's actually carried over to a defense. The main thing that we're wanting to do in a sprawl situation, okay, if we see that person running at us, maybe I'm just not confident in my knee, maybe my environment or my shoes or my clothing isn't allowing me to throw that thrust knee as well. So I need to just make sure as he's running in, going hard, I'm just here controlling him, getting my hips back. I can also sprawl out all the way on top of him. So maybe he got a little bit closer to me, okay, and actually has control of my leg or legs. And as I'm doing this sprawl, okay, I'm here shooting down. All right. So like I said, this could be variations of takedowns that someone's coming at you. But the most important thing is getting our legs and our hips away from them and dropping our weight on them. So as he shoots in one more time, let's say he's on this side so you guys can see what I'm doing with my arms. This right here's fine. Head's on this side. Watch my arms first. I want to kind of control that head a little bit, getting a chopping motion to the side of the neck and kind of pushing on his shoulder or his back. So as he continues with that, that starts to push him down, and it's getting his body from here to here. So I kind of messed up his direction of where he was going on the takedown. But that's just not it, because he can always go for a single leg, but if I jam him down, he could easily go to that toe pick and take me down as well. So I need to make sure that I clear my legs. And how we're doing that, as we push, I use all my force and I'm kicking back as hard as I can, and I shoot my hips down as well here. All right, ending up on top of them. From there, there's a lot of options of what we do. I can come here, start striking, hammer fisting. You can start, if you take jiu-jitsu, taking the back, they kind of end up in this turtle position, knees to the body, striking as I get up and get away. It all just depended on where you're at, what the situation is. But more so, we're focused right now just solely on the technique. All right, so we're just going to start in the air, imagining that they're coming at us. We're getting our hands ready, like we did in the warm-up. We're just going to place our hands down. That's going to teach you to drop your weight significantly. So, as our hands go down, I want you guys to do this with me. Hands go down. You guys at home, same thing. As we sprawl, your feet and your toes are going to be pointed outward. That actually gives you a much better base. So both of them are out as you sink those hips down. Okay, and then we're just going to stand right back up. So what I want you guys to do, you're kind of in your fighting stance. Go ahead and start shadow boxing. When I say down, hands down, sink those hips, get right back up, kind of looking up. So just shadow boxing and down. You guys are doing this at home, making sure those toes are pointed to the outside. Gives you a much better base, because if they try to continue moving forward, at least I can stop myself. If I'm on my toes, it's easier to be taken down. Down! Nice. We got 3 more of those. Down! That's it. Try to get both toes out. Down! Last one, and down. So one thing to understand is in a fight, if I'm being overwhelmed by a boxer who's really good, I might have the advantage if I do a takedown. So you got to understand, maybe you kick somebody in the groin, they're folded over, but then they try to rush you. So you never know when that takedown is going to happen. It's always good to just practice that reaction timing. Now I don't want to just completely drop and sprawl without having control of their body. Because if he does, fake a shoot in, but if I'm here immediately, well, I'm in a bad situation. Sorry about that. So I need to make sure that I have some control of him. So even if he does fake in, at least I'm here and I send my hands. Oh, I noticed that I didn't have to do it, so I just reacted off of it. Okay, and then from there I can start going forward. So it's not always a super dramatic all the way down. So we're going to start off with an easier variation. When he comes in, I'm just controlling him and kind of getting my hips back as I push him down. So I'm moving my legs out of the way, staying on my feet, not getting all the way down to the ground. So you guys will go back and forth on this one. At home, you guys are going to practice going 5 times. Now, if you don't have anyone to practice with, well, that's just where you have to, work the sprawls at home, practice the technique, and hopefully find somebody to do this with. Okay? Cody will be attacking first. We're not going all the way down to the ground, just shooting those hips back is the main thing, maintaining our stance. Ready? And go. That's it. Oh, get both legs back. Yeah, do it again. Both legs go back. There we go, nice job. So this is a variation of the sprawl instead of landing all the way on the floor. Okay, controlling them, good. Nice job, 2 more times. Notice she's controlling that head, getting it to the side of the neck. The other one's on the shoulder, the back. Very nice, let's switch it up. Same thing, ready and go. So like we said, guys, we're not talking about the takedown. They may not be doing this perfect, a wrestler shooting in or anything. We're just talking about somebody coming at you. They're trying to take you down. That's all it is right now. You know, we'll discuss that earlier. Notice he kind of got an underhook. You can do that too. There's a lot of variations of what we do with our hands. Good, one more. Nice. So this is our basic sprawling technique. Now, we're going to start where you're in more danger. Okay, this is where I have, you know, you can drop to a knee and I have his legs. So for safety and training, instead of just charging at your partner, and you guys maybe aren't too familiar with this yet, it's better to just simulate it and break it down. I'm going to have control. All right, his job is he has that grip, and he's going to sprawl all the way out, and I'm going to be kind of just putting my hands down as I sprawl. So back up, doing it again. I can be on both of my knees, that's fine. I'm here, and he's sprawling out. All right, and back up. So he's just getting used to having someone wrapped around his legs. It's in a controlled environment. All right, so we're going to go back and forth on this one. We're going to run it for about 1 minute. Ready? So we're on our knees. You have control of the legs. And then he's just going to be sprawling out. And go. All right, that's it. Going back and forth. Up, up, up. There we go. Cody's down. Has control of the legs. And go. So this is where we drop our hips. We use everything we got. We shoot those legs back as hard as we can. Nice. So we're really digging that forearm into the side of the neck, because wherever the head goes, that body follows. So we can use our elbow on the back of their head, our forearm, and we're just changing the direction of that head to make our sprawl a lot easier. That's it. Nice. Good, good, good. A few more. Good job. So remember, if you guys are at home, we're starting off here to break it down. We're not charging yet. You'll see that here in the drill in a minute. All right, last one. And time. Good. So, we talked about the thrust knee. Maybe they're leading with their head. That's where we can throw that thrust knee. But this is where I don't have the opportunity to throw it. This is where I have, you know, they already have control of me and I have to sprawl out. I want to get my hips and legs away. And I want to end up on top. All right. The next technique that we're going to work is our back break fall. And this is where we're going to be in a uh-oh situation to where maybe he has control of me. This is where we learn how to fall. We don't get slammed down to the ground. So that's what we're going to be talking about next. So, continuing with what we've been discussing, somebody's rushing at us, trying to take us down. We work the thrust knee, that timing issue. They're leading with their head, maybe trying to catch them. But like I said, that thrust knee can be done off of a lot of different things, and as you continue, you will see that. Then we also talked about sprawling. Someone maybe has control of us, or they're really close and we don't have time to throw that knee, because sometimes that can be a gift and you're giving them the leg to do a single leg takedown or something. So that's why we're shooting those hips back. But now, worst case scenario, they got us, they're taking us down. Does the break fall always have to be off a takedown? No. This can be you tripped and fell, and how do you catch yourself properly? You know, this is very popular in judo. I know a lot of times before you can even start working technique, you work like a couple months of takedowns before you can do anything. So even in jiu-jitsu, very, very popular working this, and we want to carry that over. So learning how to fall is very, very important. We're going to be doing more of a soft break fall. Hard break falls are where my feet are up in the air and I'm jumping up, or maybe I'm falling off of a chair or a ladder. How do you catch yourself or break your fall then? This is more of you get tripped up and you fall. So that's kind of the difference between hard and soft. We're going to be more focused on that soft. This is a controlled fall. All right, so we're going to go back to those thunder sit-ups. We're going to go down. Okay, having a seat. I always like to teach break falls from the ground and then working our way up. We're not accustomed to falling. You know, it's not like we do this on a on a daily basis, and a lot of times you may be hesitant about falling. So this is the best way to learn. So we're going to go back. We're going to do that thunder sit-up exercise just a couple more times, then gradually work up. So when we did that, we actually covered majority of the key points in your breakfall. So as we do the breakfall, let me have you guys scoot back just a little bit. As we do that breakfall, our hips are coming off the mat, my chin is tucked, and I'm smacking out at a 45-degree angle. I'm doing a palm strike. I'm redirecting the force of the fall to my forearms and my palms. And I'm kind of cupping my hands a little bit, keeping my fingers together so it's here. Instead of falling and having my head hit the mat. That's a terrible feeling. You can get a stinger. It's not going to feel good. That's how concussions happen. Crack your head open on the cement. We don't want that. So from here, we'll just do a couple more, keeping that chin tucked. You're going to your shoulders as your hips come up. Ready? And 1, and right back up. Ready? And 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Now at home, we're going to step it up a little bit. Okay. From here, I want you guys kind of in a frog jump position on the balls of your feet. We're just going to simply roll into this break fall. Okay, I'm going to go from this angle so you guys can see it. I'm going to, from here, sitting down, and I'm coming up to my break fall. Remember, try not to go too far out because you can actually hit with your elbows first and hyperextend your elbows, and that doesn't feel good. So it's that slight 45-degree angle on your arms. So one more time. Okay, just going nice and easy, nice and controlled, falling into it. All right, keeping that chin tucked. It's very important. That's what we're trying to protect right now in a soft break fall. Ready? You guys are doing this at home as well. We're going to do 5 of them. And 1. Rolling back. Good. Try to keep at least 1 foot planted on the ground. Don't have your feet come up because that's going to carry your momentum and still probably end up hitting your head. Ready? And 2. It's okay for 1. They're kind of getting to their back position, getting ready to kick, and you'll see that later on. Ready? 3. Back up. You guys are doing this at home as well. Ready? 4. 1 more time. And 5. All right, standing up. Okay. From here, I don't suggest that you fall right away. We're going to gradually get into this. All right, how we're going to do so is feet are together. We're just going to squat down, getting to that position, rolling and falling. All right, ready? And 1. Good, so you squat down, get to that position we were just in, and then do the back break fall. Try not to just fall quite yet. Ready? And 2. Good, back up. 3. 4. And remember at home, guys, try to keep up with this tempo. Get right back up. And 5. All right, and time. So now, at home, make sure you have a little bit of room. If you think about falling backwards, you're most of the time going this direction. You're going backwards. You're losing your balance. So now what I want you to do is you're going to start off, have plenty of room. Make sure you move stuff out of the way if you do this. You're going to take about 1 or 2 steps back and then do this fall. So we're just simulating that you're going backwards and then falling. So let's move up a little bit. We're going to do this 5 times. You guys are doing this with us at home. Ready? Take a step or 2 back. And 1. Good. Chin is tucked. Those hips come up. Reset. Okay. Ready? And 2. Back up. Ready? And 3. Notice they're smacking the ground. They're not using their elbows to catch. Okay, so extend those arms. Also, they're preloading their arms so they have more power. Ready? And 4. So don't just have your arms out and try to fall. Okay, we don't throw a punch with our arms extended. We're here. We're loaded up, ready to go, so we have more power. This is going to help a lot. Ready? And 5. Nice work. All right, guys, so that is our back break fall. Now, what we're going to do is to simulate this even more, we're going to do a slight push to our partner. Okay, so Cody's going to be right here. His eyes are going to be closed. This is where maybe he got caught with a punch or somebody was taking him down. Like I said, worst case scenario. We're just building on. I'm going to give him a push, just making it a little bit more realistic, and then he does his break fall. Okay, and then from there, he's simply going to push me, and I do my break fall. We're going to go back and forth, just going 30 seconds. Here we go. Ready? And begin. All right, back up and go. So as you fall, you can open your eyes, kind of come back to a little bit, making sure that we're ready. Going back and forth. That's it. If you want to be more aggressive, you can push a little bit harder now. Make sure that chin is tucked. That's what's so important. We're protecting our head. Good, a few more. One more each. That's it. Notice never their legs are flailing up in the air. They're keeping them on the floor. That way they're not continuing that motion. And time. All right. So now we're going to continue on, and we're going to put everything together. This is going to be a fatigue drill. It's going to be the thrust knee, the sprawl, and then the break fall, and it's all going to be off of that takedown. Like I said, I've been trying to make you guys understand that these can be done from any point of view. You know, the thrust knee can be done from a lot of different variations and different clinches and whatnot. And then same thing with our sprawl. It doesn't always have to be a double leg. Okay, it can be quite a few different takedowns. All right, back break fall, it doesn't always have to be someone taking you down. It could be you tripped and fell, something like that. But right now, it's going to be somebody who's going to keep charging at us. So he's going to have the pad first off. So he's going to come at me with the pad. I'm going to throw my thrust knee. Okay, then from there, he's going to drop the pad. He's going to come at me again. I'm going to sprawl out. Okay, this is that sprawl to where we have distance. Okay, I don't necessarily have to drop my hips. I see him from a distance. Then the last one is he's going to get control of my legs, and he's just going to kind of drive me forward. That's where I'm going to do my break fall. I get up. Okay, he gets the pad. We're going to do it again. Thrust knee, sprawl out, then he gets control, break fall. So we're just building on, okay, doing the same thing, just talking about 3 different things that you can do. Are there other variations of strikes and whatnot? Of course there are, but this is just what we're training right now, putting it all together. So here we go. We're going to go 1 minute, starting with that thrust knee, then you drop the pad, the sprawl, then they're able to get you and do the back break fall. Make sure that we don't, throw the knee strike when they're coming at you. Make sure that when you see the pad, that's when you hit. Ready? And go. That's it. Dropping the pad, making sure that we're going fast. Sprawling out. Good. And take down right away. Go, 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 go. All right, let's get the pad. Do it again. Fast. Go, go, go. All right, sprawl out. Break fall again. And go. Back up and back break fall. Thrust knee. Sprawling. Get both legs back, there it was. And the break fall. Worst case scenario, we got caught. Again. Come on, keep it up. You're almost there. Good. Nice job. Good, driving those hips forward, and time. All right, switching it up. Cody's going for 1 minute now. Knee strike, sprawl. They got your legs to break fall, and go. Sprawling out, good, and then the break fall. That's it. Good. Right back to it. Speed, guys, speed. Come on, fast. One after another. Don't give them a lot of time to breathe. Make them react. Keep it real. Get the pad. Let's go. Good. Break fall. Good speed right there. Again, right away. Go. There it is. Sprawling out. Take down. Break fall. Good. Again, knee strike. Let's go. Come on at home, guys. Get that tempo. Go fast. Challenge yourself. Come back to the center. Here we go. Go. Almost there. Last one. And time. So on all of these drills, when we give you a minute, if you're like, oh, I'm still fresh, I'm ready to go again, that's fine. Extend your time. If 1 minute was really, really difficult for you, shorten it up a little bit. You know, that's the luxury of doing this at home. You have the flexibility to listen to your body, and you dictate the pace of how much you work, how long you go for. These are just examples of the time. So, you know, 1 minute, you can tell they're starting to breathe a little bit heavy right now, especially when you're going at a fast tempo like that. And that's the way it should be. If you think about a fight, it's not going to be really slow. Okay, it's going to be pretty quick. They're going to be trying to take you down if that's their goal. They're going to be rushing you, going as fast and as hard as they can over and over again. Can you add to this? Of course you can, but for right now, just keep this simple, keep practicing it, keep working it.